Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kendra. Today's video is yoga for when you're having a stressful day. We all have stressful days and that's completely fine. But what's nice to know is that you have this video to help you along the way. We'll go through simple breathing techniques to help calm the body and mind, and then do some small movements to release tension in the body. So whenever you're ready, grab your mat, hop into something super comfortable, and let's get started. All right, everybody, let's start in a seated position. The legs can be crossed or straight out in front of you. Find what feels right for you in this moment. Rest the hands onto the knees. Close the eyes. Good. Start to notice your body. Notice the mind. And a lot of the time, as we just start to settle in, the thoughts are going to be super loud. You're going to be a little anxious and wanting to move. But see if you can sit as still as possible. Let go of any control of the breath that you may have right now. Simply allow the body to breathe itself. And as we sit here, start to feel the glutes grounding on the floor. Finding a lengthening in the spine. Crown of the head is lengthening up towards the ceiling. Soften your shoulders, soften the eyes and the jaw. And start to notice the body breathing itself, the natural rising and falling of the belly and chest as you inhale and exhale. Without deepening the breath just yet, notice where the breath is coming from right now. A lot of the time when we're feeling stressed, we'll be breathing in the upper chest. So notice, are you breathing in your upper chest? Or are you breathing into the belly? And without wanting to change anything or thinking one is better than the other, simply noticing and showing up however you're showing up right now. It's all good. Ideally, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, if you can. Place the right hand onto the stomach, left hand onto the chest. Now, as you inhale, expand the belly outward. Feel the rib cage expand, back body and chest. And as you exhale, allowing the chest to fall, rib cage, back body, belly. Inhaling, belly expands, rib cage, back body, chest. Exhaling, chest falls down, back body, rib cage, stomach. Good, keep going, inhaling fully. Feel the belly expand outward. The right hand is moving with the belly. The left hand is moving with the chest. Exhaling, everything falls down. With every exhalation that you have, seeing if you can soften the body a little bit more. And every time you inhale, lengthening the spine. Make these breaths long, deep. Exhale, release the hands. You can allow the eyes to open. Inhale, carry the arms up overhead. Reach the arms all the way up. Place the right hand onto the left wrist. Turn the left palm to face forward. Soften the shoulders out and down. Keep lengthening the spine. Exhaling, curving the torso towards the right. Don't go really far. Keep the right side body still nice and long. Couple deep, full breaths. Inhale, come back through center. Place the left hand onto the right wrist, right palm faces forward. Exhale, curving the torso towards the left. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, release the arms. Placing the hands onto the knees. Start to roll the shoulders back and then forward. Going back and forth. I don't know about you, but when I start to feel stressed, it all goes into my shoulders, neck, and jaw. So let's start to find some movement there. Trying to relax that area of the body. Go the opposite way with movement if you haven't already. Exhale, soften the shoulders down. Good, release the chin down towards the chest. Very slowly move the chin from left to right. Pausing at center. Keep releasing the chin down towards the chest. Try to keep the rest of the spine nice and long. Inhale, roll the right ear towards the right shoulder. Gaze looks forward. You can stay right here, or you could release the left fingertips on the mat beside the torso. And then start to walk the left arm away from the body, pausing when you start to feel the stretch all the way from the left ear down to the wrist. You could even play with moving the chin a little bit farther away from the chest. They'll start to get in the front of the neck. Couple deep, full breaths. Place the left hand onto the left knee if it's not already there. Exhaling, rolling the chin back down towards the chest. Inhale slowly, left ear towards left shoulder. Again, maybe you stay right here, or you can always release the fingertips onto the mat and walk the right arm away from the body, pausing when you start to feel the stretch from the right wrist to the ear. Placing the right hand onto the right knee, exhale, roll the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, bring the neck back to neutral. If the legs aren't straight already, go ahead and straighten them out in front of you. Take a second to shake out the legs, wiggle the toes, circle the ankles. Good. Now with the legs straight, allow all 10 toes to point up towards the ceiling. Take the hands out behind you. Use the hands to help ground into the floor. Find length in your spine. Keeping the feet active, small core engagement. Inhale, carry the arms up overhead. As you exhale, let the torso lengthen forward over the legs. Releasing the hands wherever they fall. Now, they may grab the toes. They may only reach the ankles, knees. Wherever they fall is good. Focus on inviting the belly button and the chest forward, not just the head. Try to keep the spine long in this position for a couple breaths. Using your deep, full breath to soften the body. Take the hands so they're grounded on the mat beside the outsides of the calves. Now turn the palms to face the ceiling. Exhaling, tucking the chin down towards the chest, and begin to find a small rounding in your spine. Let the top of the head drop down towards the top of the thighs, keeping the feet active. Soften your shoulders. Breathing deeply. Good. Allowing gravity to do most of the work here. Soften the entire torso. Ground the hands onto the mat. Inhale, slowly carry the torso back through center. Good. Come onto your hands and knees into the tabletop position. Allow the knees to be hip-width apart, stacked underneath the hips. Palms can be stacked underneath the shoulders or slightly forward of the shoulders. Exhaling, sits bones tuck, rounding your spine. Move the chin down towards the chest. Inhale, allowing the sits bones to rise, belly drops, chest and head lengthen forward. Exhaling, rounding. Inhale, lengthen. Go back and forth, follow your breath. Move nice and slow. Going one more time in each direction. pausing in a neutral spine. Open up the knees as wide as your mat. Allow the big toes to touch. Walk the hands towards the top of your mat. Exhale. Press the sit bones back towards the heels, but keep space in between the sitting bones and the heels. Allow the forehead to rest onto the floor or a block or a pillow if it doesn't make it there. Now keep reaching the arms forward, grounding all 10 fingers onto the mat. Keeping the forearms lifted off of the floor. Soften your shoulders out and down so they're moving away from the ears. Invite the top of the chest down towards the floor. You should feel a nice stretch in your back body. Keep reaching the arms forward as you settle the sit bones back. Couple breaths. Ground into the hands, taking them back towards these shoulders. Inhale, carry your torso all the way up. Sit down onto your heels. Move the legs out of the way so you can go and lie down onto your back. When you get there, give the knees a hug in towards the chest. You could even rock from side to side if that feels nice for the low back. Release the arms down towards your torso, ground the palms onto the mat. Inhale, straighten the legs all the way up towards the ceiling. Wiggle your toes. And then press the heels up towards the ceiling, all 10 toes pointing back towards your nose. Exhale, bend the knees. Take the hands on the outer edges of the feet and draw the knees down towards the floor. Keeping the soles of the feet facing the ceiling. Now, if you can't grab the outsides of the feet, feel free to take the backs of the calves or the backs of the knees. But keep working on allowing the soles of the feet to move up towards the ceiling. Invite the low back down towards the floor. Next time you exhale, release the feet onto the mat, release the arms. Take the feet so they open up as wide as your mat. Arms lengthening down towards your torso, turn the palms to face the ceiling. Exhale, release the knees down towards the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, release the knees down towards the right. Inhale, center. Go back and forth. Moving the knees from left to right. Pausing with the knees bent, feet grounded on the floor. Take the soles of the feet together and gently allow the knees to open up wide. So a couple options here. You can place if you have blocks, you can place blocks on the outsides of the knees or thighs. Or if you don't have any blocks, feel free to use pillows or blankets if you feel like you need some extra support in this position. You can either have the heels moving close towards the front of the pelvis, or you have a little bit wider of a triangle shape in the legs, and you can move the heels farther away from the body. So finding a position that feels good for you, with the knees opened up wide, soles of the feet are touching, palms are turned to face the ceiling. Maybe you even close the eyes. Focusing on breathing deeply. And breathing not only into the belly, but also into the belly, rib cage, back body, and chest. The breath is 3-dimensional. Giving your complete attention to your body lying here on the mat. And if your mind wanders, that's completely fine. You're never not going to stop thinking. I feel like that's a common misconception. We'll always be thinking, but the key is to not attach more thoughts to the thoughts that come into our head. So whatever pops in, let that pop in, and then let it go. And continuously do that with all of the thoughts. Take the hands on the outsides of the thighs. Help yourself bring the inner thighs back together, grounding the feet onto the mat. Now take as much time as you need here lying on your back. I really hope you enjoyed this practice. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.